people have been super excited. They've asked me what's in it, and I haven't said anything because I'm like, we have a whole party for this, so why on earth would I tell you?
Today in Coeur d'Alene, a 100-year-old time capsule was opened. Coming up, we're taking a look at what was inside. And with tomorrow being the 4th of July, we are going over where you can see the fireworks, what travel conditions are looking like, and weekend events that you can attend.
With the 4th of July almost here, we've issued a weather impact alert for the holiday thanks to breezy to gusty winds and dry, warm weather in the forecast.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We kick things off tonight by getting straight to the forecast for the 4th of July. I want to get outside to meteorologist Cody Proctor standing by in the Outdoor Weather Center. And Cody, we understand that red flag warnings have now been expanded for tomorrow, the 4th. You're calling for a weather impact alert day for tomorrow, and people certainly going to need to be careful with those fireworks tomorrow.
Yeah, Mark, we already had those concerns going in even before the red flag warnings were issued, just because with the holiday in itself, with people outside enjoying the holiday and the weather and just the outdoors, and along with it, now that we are expecting these warm and dry conditions for tomorrow, that is why we have issued this. Along with that, also some breezy to gusty winds for some of us from what we're seeing right now. This looks to impact us mostly for tomorrow from what we're seeing right now for that elevated fire danger. Now, as we take a look at those red flag warnings, you can see mostly impacts towards the Mojave Valley, towards central Washington, and throughout parts of the lower Palouse right here. These are set to kick off at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, we could be seeing some breezy gusty winds, so just be prepared for that. And it's not the best news, just considering how dry it has been outside and considering our drought monitor as well as we head into the rest of the month of July. Now, as we take a look outside, even right now it is warm at the moment, maybe not pretty much right on average for us. Temperatures are currently at 80 degrees over at the Spokane Airport. You can see most of our temperatures right here in the 80s to 70s. Still seeing some light winds at this time and relatively clear skies for us. But again, we're keeping track of those changes as we head into tomorrow. Should be a quiet start to the day tomorrow before we expect those breezy winds to continue. But again, we could be seeing a high in the mid 80s for us. I'll have more coming up in your full forecast later.
All right, we'll talk to you then. Cody, thank you very much. The 4th of July falls on Saturday this year, so today is an observed federal holiday, and that means city and county offices and agencies are closed today. In Spokane, that includes veteran services, scraps, and the regional solid waste stations. They're all closed. In both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, garbage pickup will be normal except for commercial customers. Those pickups will be on Sunday. And keep in mind, some banks and the post office also closed today. If you need something last minute for your 4th of July celebration, good news. Most grocery stores and retailers will still be open tomorrow, including Target, Walmart, and Trader Joe's, but they will close early at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, Costco, the video you're seeing right here, one of the few stores that will be closed tomorrow. Also, there are many events happening across the Inland Northwest this weekend. Tomorrow, Riverfront Park in Spokane, festivities kick off early. Independence Day themed tours start the day at 10 a.m. The Clock Tower Chime rededication is set for 11:30 tomorrow morning. The Summer Carnival opens at noon. The beer gardens, those open at 5:30 p.m. And a masterclass big band concert also set for 5:30. The Spokane Symphony performs at 8:45 p.m. and the fireworks start at 10. Well, Spokane's unofficial World Cup team is moving on to the round of 16 after Team Egypt beat Australia this afternoon in Texas. The Pharaohs won on penalty 4-2 after a 1-1 draw. This is the Team Egypt's first knockout round win in World Cup history. They'll face off against the winner of Argentina and Cabo Verde, that match that's still going on. Spokane's Egyptian restaurant Fatirs held a watch party for Egypt's match today. They were joined by Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown. In a Facebook post, they wrote that it was a very special day for them and that they were very proud that Spokane got the opportunity to host the Egyptian national team. Looking ahead to next week, we have some traffic alerts that could impact your commute. Drivers using State Route 155 in Grant County will see slowdowns, lane closures, and delays at milepost 28. Crews will perform a temporary repair of the Grand Coulee Bridge's expansion joints July 6th through August 14th. They'll remove existing asphalt and install steel plates to hold the bridge deck panels in place and prevent further damage. Also, starting next Wednesday on July 8th, there will be a new route for getting on eastbound I-90 in Post Falls. It'll allow drivers to access the new eastbound on-ramp directly from State Route 41. There'll be road work from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. each night. Now, this ramp is the last to be fully reconstructed as part of the new single-point urban interchange. The Idaho Transportation Department asking drivers to pay close attention to signs and to lane markings. Yesterday, Stevens County deputies say they shot and killed a man accused of shooting at children near Tum Tum. It happened last night after deputies say someone called 911 to report that a man shot at her 2 children who were riding a four-wheeler. The caller said that man also confronted her husband with a gun when he approached the man about the incident. Deputies then went to the man's house and they say he refused to come out for several hours. When he did come out, they say he was armed with a handgun. Deputies say he refused to obey their command, so they struck him with a less lethal munition. But when they say he raised a handgun at deputies, they shot and killed the man. That shooting is now under investigation by the Washington State Patrol Independent Investigative Team. All right, stay with us. We still have more news to cover here on KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock tonight. If you aren't sure what to do this weekend, we've got you covered. Stay tuned for more still ahead. And with the 4th of July coming up, several places around our region are planning fireworks shows. And after the break, we are getting a preview of the show in Spokane.